Ladies and gentlemen, PC and console captains alike, welcome. My name is Phoenix, and today we are going to do another ship review. We're going to be reviewing the Solanae Dyson Surveillance Science Destroyer, or the Helios Class. So without further ado, let us look into the stats. Okay, so starting off with Bridge Officer Stations, you have a Ensign Tactical, a Lieutenant Commander / Commander Tactical, a Lieutenant Engineering, a Lieutenant Commander / Commander Science, and a Lieutenant Universal. For consoles, you get 2 Engineering, 3 Tactical, and 5 Science. For weapons, you get 3 while in normal mode, 4 in Tactical. For the AF weapons, you get 3. The base hull of 31,350. At T5U, you get 36,053. Shield modifier of 1.46, impulse modifier of 0.16, inertia of 50, base turn rate of 12, 3 device slots, and can hold a crew of 400. For Admiralty stats, you get 12 engineering, 32 tactical, 54 science, plus 35 science when it is alone. So also, you get the Solanae dual heavy proton cannons when in tactical mode. You have, let's see here, plus 15 auxiliary subsystem targeting, sensor analysis, secondary deflector slot, the universal console shield inversion projector. When in tactical mode, it disables the secondary deflector, sensor analysis, and subsystem targeting, minus 15 auxiliary, but you also gain plus 15 weapons power, plus turn rate, plus flight speed, plus inertia, and the use of the Solanae dual heavy proton cannons. So with all that out of the way, let us go up in space. We'll do a ship design review, and then we will go into the customization option. Okay, so here is the Solanae Science Destroyer. This is the Helios Class. So here we go. Starting off with the bridge here, or the saucer section here. Looks like kind of like a spade shovel in a sense. So you gotta get the curves here at the back here, and then the nice kind of rounded, almost a point, not quite. So, interesting thing here. Actually, a lot of interesting things here. You have this long piece here. Somewhere in here is got to be the bridge. I don't know where, but somewhere. Maybe this top layer. Maybe there's a bottom layer. I don't know for sure. The bridge doesn't really show any much. Then you have this gap here. So this here is your secondary deflector dish. Oops. So I don't know what that is. But yeah. So when this piece here closes here, these engage here, and then somewhere in here is the dual heavy cannons, one on each side here. So you got this hull plating over top of this other hull plating here. You have the impulse engines right here. Very, very interesting design for impulse engines. Oops, sorry. You got this. I don't think this is an impulse engine or anything like that. That looks like just like aesthetics almost. At the bottom here, you have your main deflector dish. Very, very large. I don't know what this is for. Might be to amplify the deflector dish when it's in tactical mode. Who knows? Let's see here. Looks like this is a phaser array emitter. Well, this is interesting. I don't know what that is, but it's interesting. Oops. So you kind of have like this upper or slope that goes upwards and then it flattens out at the back here, and then again kind of curves upwards and flattens out there. Alright, and then you have the neck here. You have this black stuff here. I don't know what that is. And then you have here, oops, there we go. You have this thing here, I don't know what this is. I don't think it would be engineering, but it could be possible. I don't know for sure. You have like this weird intricate design here around the neck, and then again another phaser emitter here. You have a phaser emitter on the staunches, and then yeah, so you have like this staunches that curve upwards here. Yeah, like this weird design here as well. And then you have the nacelle. So the nacelle here, you have like your, it's here's your ram scoop or Bassar collector. Very, very weird design. It's a circular design, and it's covered mainly by a hull plating, and then you have at the back here secondary hull plating. That's what we're going to call it, as a secondary hull plating. That's the only thing I can think of. And then you have the hull plating a little bit here. And then you have, looks like could be vents. I don't know for sure. Maybe for collecting things. I don't know. You have a hull plating here. You see a little bit of the nacelle right here on the top of the bottom there. And then you have another sort of hull plate, secondary hull plating covering this with this weird design. And then you have more of the warp nacelle here. And then on the inside here you have the wider one, and then you have three little vents here. When you go into tactical mode, the warp nacelles will, if you see this little track here, this will go forwards. The nacelle will go forward, so you get kind of like a little sleeker design. Yeah, so there's that. Alrighty. Yeah, this ship is really hard to kind of go over and speak about like what the designs are and whatnot, because it's just like, I don't know, I kind of find it like a mess all over. Like this is another phaser array emitter. This could be, I don't know what that is. It could be another one, but why is there two when you could just have like one big one or whatever? I don't know. You have these little things here. Yeah, like there's so many things here, and it's kind of hard because you have like a primary hull and then you have a secondary hull, or primary hull plating and a secondary hull plating, you know. But I mean, yeah. So there's that. Anyways, let us go and take a look at our gear and then in an STF and see how well the ship performs. Alright, for customization options here, you have a Solanae class template. For the interior, you have a Dyson, but you can choose which one you want. For Windows, you get Dysons, and then types 1 through 4. For material, you have the Dyson material, the Helios material, Montgomery, and Omega, plus 1 through 6. Colors, whatever color palette you wish. And then for style, you can choose between Helios, Montgomery, Omega, and Solanae style for your ship. And then for the pattern, there's no special pattern, so you can use whatever you want. So there's that. I've decided to use the Andromeda, but that's just me. Alrighty, so let's go back out into space. Let's take a look at the loadout, and then get into an STF. Okay, so this is my loadout. As with everything, this is a work in progress. This character is not my strongest, so please be aware of that. For my fore and aft weapons, I have the Advanced Fleet Phaser Beam Arrays with critical damage and damage times 3. All 6 are like that, so there's that. And then you have the Solanae dual heavy proton cannons with accuracy and critical hit times 2. So this is only enabled when you have tactical mode engaged. So what it does is it has a 45-degree targeting arc. It does 588.8 proton damage, or 471.1 DPS. Minus 12 weapons power to self when this weapon is firing. 25% chance to target on critical does 998.9 proton damage, which ignores shield versus Voth enemies. 25% chance on critical to do 299.4 proton damage, ignore shields versus non-Voth targets. Plus 0.75 to all power levels to self per stack, stacks up to 10 times. -1 all power levels to target per stack, stacks up 10 times. Plus 4% critical chance, plus 10% critical severity, plus 10 accuracy rating. So for my deflector, secondary, impulse, warp, and shields is all the Solanae set here. The Solanae set here does come with a 4-piece bonus set. So at set 2 you get the cynical shield conduits plus 3.6 shield power setting, and then plus 1.2 shield power settings. Bonus increases at low power. At set 3, for 3 pieces, you get the Structural Integrity Leech. Grants all your energy weapon attacks at 2.5% chance to repair your hull for 100% of the damage they deal. May only trigger once per second. Maximum 1,283.3 hull restored. Minimum is 320.8 hull restored. For all 4, you get the Advanced Metaphasic Shields. So you get outgoing damage reduced by 20%, flight speed and turn rate reduced by 50% of current, plus 600 bonus all damage resistance rating, plus 50 shield power settings, converts 50% of the incoming energy damage into shield restorations, and has an immunity to teleport. So that's pretty good, especially for the Borg, because they love to do that. Alright, for my devices, I have shield and weapons battery plus the subspace field modulator. For my engineering, I have the conductive RCS accelerator and the assimilated module. For science, I have the exotic particle field exciter, the nuclear particle converter, plasmonic leech, field generator. I'll go over the special console in just a moment. And then for tactical, I have 2 vulnerability locators and a phaser relay. So this is the shield inversion projector, so this is the shield inversion projector. What it does is drain shields at 180-degree targeting arc, 3,164.1 proton damage, 50% shield penetration, minus 1,494.2 to all shields, increases target shield decreases target shield resistance rating by 50% for 15 seconds. 1,177.9 shield regeneration applies once to every facing to allies within 5 kilometers of target. Oops. And there's a 2-minute recharge time. Now here's the interesting thing: the secondary deflector dish and the universal console, you get a 2-piece bonus set. So in this case, I have the Solanae energy lattice. I'll go over those more in part 4. When I go over I have all of the sets and whatnot, and I'll go over that. So there's that. So here's my skills, mostly science and tactical. Traits, that's my traits. 4 stations. So for my lieutenant commander / commander tactical, I have tactical team 1, cannon rapid fire 1, beam overload 3, and Omega attack pattern Omega 2. For my lieutenant commander / commander science, I have hazard emitters 1, science team 2, tractor beam pulsers 2, and gravity well 2. For my ensign tactical, I have beam overload 1. For my lieutenant engineering, I have engineering team 1 and emergency power shields 2. And then for the universal, I threw on engineering for emergency power weapons 1 and 2. So as a note, when I said lieutenant commander / commander for tactical and science, if you're in just regular mode, which is what it is right now, so when you see this open, this is the secondary deflector dish right here. So when you see that, go into stations here. So you'll get to use the gravity well too. When it's in tactical mode, and that piece I showed you, that will close, and then 2 dual heavy cannon ports will come out. So when that happens, I lose this ability. I can't use that ability, but I gain this ability. And when I'm not in tactical mode, obviously, I will lose that, but gain that. So it's a trade-off when you look at it. So, and then when I'm also in tactical mode, I can use the cannons, but when I'm not in tactical mode, I will lose the ability to have the cannons. So that's just something you have to keep in mind with. Do you want to use gravity well, or do you want to use the cannons? Basically, it's the trade-off that you really got to look at. So there's that. Alrighty, so let's get into an STF. Let's see how well this ship performs, and then we will. I'll give you my final, I guess, rundown on the vessel. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go right into tactical mode. Yeah, our shields are just being ripped to shreds. There we go. The rapid fire seems to work quite nicely. I know it doesn't do as much damage as what I like, but okay, good. I did not take the damage of that. Perfect. Alrighty. So again, our shields are just taking a punishment. Alright, I'm gonna use the advanced mode of phase shields. Oh lordy, 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 lordy. Alright. Here we go. Alright, let's see here. Oops. There we go. There goes that. You know what? Let's take out the transformer. Screw these guys. Down that goes. Alright, let's use the shield projector. Oh my god, I can't speak today. Looks like a route to ring with feather. Unless that's someone else's ability, which is quite possible. Push people away here. Get away from me. I do want you around me. I just want to blow you all up. Ooh, I have no shields whatsoever. Let's slow this down so that I don't die. I'm pretty weak when it comes to this. Stupid Photonic fleet is attacking the long cube. Oh, hello. Wasn't paying attention there. Where was everyone? Like seriously, like where the hell were they? Now they're just coming in to mop up. Oh, wow, what just went boom there. Wasn't paying attention. Oh my goodness gracious. Park it, and then go boom, and now we get to attack the cube. This should be interesting. What's the clone on that? Doesn't give us a clone. Okay. So we're just going to do that. I don't think we can push it. We are able to push it. It's not going to do very much. Back her up a little bit here. Pop goes the weasel. There we go. She's down. Perfect. Alrighty. So there we go. So this is the Solanae Dyson Surveillance Science Destroyer. So overall, not too bad of a ship. One thing I'm not particularly liking is I feel that it is squishy. Not the greatest ship, but you know, even for something called a science destroyer or a destroyer, you would think it would be beefier, especially when it comes to weapons. Yeah, when you use the tactical ability, you know, you gain an ability, but you also lose an ability. Right now I'm not in tactical mode, so I could use the gravity well, but when I'm in tactical mode, I lose the gravity well and I gain the attack pattern. I don't know. I mean, they're awesome design ship, but I'm not feeling the Solanae Science Destroyer, to be honest. Now, it could be because of this character. This character really isn't the greatest. I think this is one of my weakest characters around, so that could be part of the issue there. We'll give it a whirl. We'll try the reconnaissance and the strategic ones, and we'll see how well they do instead. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Live long and prosper, and as always, we will see you out there.